We are looking at EDO 2024 and the politics of leadership preference. It's, very, very interesting to know that the way the election is, turning, it's getting more interesting by the day because the delegate conference, has just been held by the People's Democratic Party. And of course, for the All Progressives Congress, we understand that in Issaquah East, yes, a few days ago, it started there. Now, there are reactions and counter-reactions, there's no doubt about that, and there are suspicions to believe that it appears that some leaders within this party, they have interest, a vested interest in some aspirants or in some, some people that eventually will become candidates of these political parties. Well, today on the program, we're so privileged to have two politicians right here. We've got Mr. Samuel Ehigiator. He's a member of the All Progressives Congress in Edo State. So welcome to the program this morning on ITV.
Good morning, Mr. Evans.
And
good
also,
morning, viewers.
Yeah, and also too, we've got Harrison Ezeka, who's a member of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State. And he's a politician and also the Councillor for Ward 2 of Oedo local government. Welcome, Mr. Harrison.
Thank you very much. Good morning, viewers.
All right, so gentlemen, we decided to title this topic this morning, leadership preference, the politics of leadership preference. I mean, going by the accusations and counter accusations about the delegate conference that was done by the People's Democratic Party. And just a few days ago, we saw that the All Progressives Congress also, started their own. These are built up to the primaries. On the 17th, the APC is going to be having their primaries, and somewhere around the 22nd, the PDP is going to be having theirs. So how do we begin to react to all these pockets of suspicions that some leaders within parties, these two major political parties, they have, vested interest in some of the aspirants? I'll start with you, Mr. Ehigiator.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wilson. Well, as you said...
Mr. Evans now.
Mr. Evans, yeah. Sorry. As you said earlier before, I would not be able to speak about the internal democracy of the PDP because we only see from the outside. We are not in there. So a lot of things can take place that we are not aware. The only thing we hear are rumors, or things we hear from the tally or whatever. So if they're doing it right, it's good for them. If they're doing it wrong, it will also show in the front. But as far as to APC is concerned, we are very, very dedicated. We are very, very focused. We are conscious of the importance of internal democracy. Because when you get internal democracy very right, from the right route, the election is most times an easy job. Why do I say so? When the people in the grassroots that makes that aspirant a candidate, they all use their loves. They all use their minds and say, this is who we want. You find that most time when you're campaigning, you hear people tell you, Osebane, Osebane. But when you make a mistake in the situation that you now want to use one person because you are one leader or the other to override on the interest of the others or try to sideline some interest of the aspirants, that will not be a good one because you end up in a chaos. But in as much as I am concerned for now, it is ongoing and it has been peaceful. And that of the general primaries is coming on 17th. We are all preparing. We are all mobilizing our people because we have a direct primaries. So a direct primary means that the people from the grassroots has to decide who should be the aspirant. And in as much as we have 12 candidates, only one going to win. Only one is going to go.
12 aspirants now, only one candidate will emerge.
Only one. So no matter how many it takes, as much as we have now 12, and one is to emerge. I think all our brothers, all our sisters, our leader, in as much as you said, what makes it mostly difficult and that we have wranglings, you find out most time the leaders are not united. The leaders are mostly not united. Why? Because they all have their own personal interests in one particular aspirant. But these same leaders are same people that tells us as ESCO members, We are not supposed to carry a particular aspirant to, we are not going to, or you will be suspended.
Is that what you have in the APC?
Yes, like
that some leaders
there's
have
instructions. Yes,
in
definitely.
Some aspirants?
It's in all parties. But at a moment, I'm speaking about my party. Because there I'm confident that I know what is happening. Because I'm inside, I'm outside. So there are leaders that really want this particular person to become the candidate.
Okay.
There are associate leaders too around and said, no, this cannot be.
Okay.
This guy should be.
Okay.
So when this dragging starts, it takes the people in the grassroots that will now make the final decision.
Okay. Now, Harrison Ezeko, you are a very formidable member of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State. Now, he started by, trying to describe what is going on. There seems to be internal democracy among the political parties now. Now, how internal is this democracy when we have a situation whereby your own party, the People's Democratic Party, did their delegate conference? As we speak now, there are still reactions and, counter reactions. Would we want to still describe the situation as internal democracy?
Well, thank you very much. I don't know what you mean by the word reaction. Like I will always say, I am not a politician. I have opportunity to serve in public office. Politics is not a profession. Not until we define it to understand that it is not a job.
But you are a member of a political party.
Yes, I'm a member of a political party.
So you are a politician.
No, there's nothing like politician. It's not a profession.
But you practice politics.
No, you practice politics in the sense that you are there to serve the people. It doesn't make it you take it as a profession. And that's why we're having problem. Not to go outside what we are talking about. You are aware that we did a delegates election. And in the history of democracy since 1999, I do not think there's any political party, even the PDP, that have carried out such an exercise where at the same time the 192 wards in Edo State, you saw massive members of the party with their voters card, with their membership card to come out and elect their delegates who will then go and participate in the primaries to elect a candidate. It was all over the states. And you saw the massive numbers, people turn out. So the thing was done in accordance with the constitution, in line with the party guidelines. So the party set up, the committee of from the national came here to monitor the exercise. They were part of it, and they saw everything that went on. It was fair. Yeah, but it was on the air. It's everywhere.
Yeah, the reactions now, because the way the reactions are going,
that is why
it suggests that there are leadership preference.
There is no preference about it. You cannot be reacting an exercise you did not participate on. You decide to stay away. It is two things. It is that you have accepted defeat, or you don't just want to do your own. There are guidelines. The guideline never say that because you are an aspirant, you should go and stay somewhere and go and do a conference. No, mobilize your people. You submitted names that was going to be elected for the Congress as delegates. On the day of the delegate election, you didn't show up.
Yeah, but those names, the accusations are that those names did not even show up in the list that were presented.
You didn't attend the election that was done, not in the night, free and fair. You didn't attend, so they will not come and force your name and put on the list that we said. There are guidelines. That is why I said this issue of people taking politics to the extreme. Tomorrow they will tell you they are politicians, they have the way of doing it. You will always do things wrong, and you expect a different. It doesn't work that way. The rules are there, in line with the constitution of the party, and the party came out on their own to come up with a committee, and the committee came here, follow the guideline of the party to conduct the primaries, and now you don't wait somewhere to say that you are not part of it, you are not this. You have a choice to either come and present yourself for the election or to stay away. That you are protesting does not mean that the exercise should be cancelled, or doesn't mean the exercise did not meet the standard that the party set up. No. What are your issues?
Okay. Now, Mr. Samuel Higato, what do you make of the allegations now that Comrade Adams Oshomole, he's the leader in your party, the All Progressives Congress, that he's sponsoring a particular aspirant as it stands now. You know, we're still talking about the politics of leadership preference here. So why would Adams Oshomole be sponsoring or be, you know, suspected to be nursing interest for a particular aspirant?
Thank you, Mr. Evans.
Is that an allegation, though?
Yeah, before I answer that question, I would like to join my brother with one idea. Or not until we are sincere in the internal democracy that we are doing, irrespective of the party. Not until we are in accordance to the core values of our people, there's no way we can get it right. Because you said there's no reaction. There are reactions. Even though I didn't want to speak about the PDP, but I have to do my own personal imagination and assume this on my own, that where 10 people go for a primaries and 9 are complaining, only 1 not complaining. I think, irrespective of the party, if it was my party, I would react as well. I think it is time for us to tell these leaders above that the time you pick out somebody with force and with everything you have, with your machineries, it is over. It is over. This is not the error where you now pack people, you intimidate other candidates, other aspirants, to make sure that he that is preference to you, and you fix it there, and you say you have a candidate.
Right,
so that is on that side. Yeah. So there is a reaction. They are still going to correct their reactions. They know where they are still going to solve it. They have committees all set up and all. They're going to solve their problem. But it's not going to be an easy problem as it's looking at it. Because I don't want a situation where we contesting, like an election that happened a few years back when APC won 18/18. And people said it's because the PDP did not come out to come and vote because they said, no. It's coming close to that. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, Mr.
So
Igeto.
It is a time point that we start correcting the leaders to do the right thing. Then when it comes to the Oshomole allegation, as you said, let me put it on quote. About 4 days ago, I believe the same person put on quote as alleged was on air on the sister channel to clear his own self. He's cleared himself. The reason he did not accept a candidate from EDO not. He said because he has already ministers, they have senators, they have all this already. They don't. You
mean Adams Oshomole?
Adams Oshomole.
If Adams Oshomole is saying that...
Listen. You ask me a question. You allow me to learn.
Yeah.
You know, in as much as he have cleared himself, that the only thing he said, I would not want any of my donors. I would talk to my donors, not to contest, not to vote for it. But it was not left open between the Edo Central and Edo South to choose. And I know, as far as deep I'm concerned, the leaders of the party are still working hard, are still trying to convince 1 or 2 aspirants to step down, which yesterday, till 1 or 2 people stepped down for those, which is now making it 10. So, before the 17th, we might find out that we have about 6 maybe, after the conventions, meetings, and all done. But all this shouting on social media, Oshomole do this, Oshomole that, Oshomole is the one this, Oshomole tried to do this, I personally, I don't support that.
Okay.
Because I believe it's an antics against a leader that have done so very well. A leader that have taken the Edo State to the next Eldorado, only looking for who to match his match, which is still now waiting. So such a leader, no matter mistakes he made in the past, it can be override. But people are trying to pick the mistake of the past, that because he chose Governor, he says NLC Governor Obaseki, because of that, he's coming back again now to choose somebody again for them. No,
now let me
he's not having that intention. And he has cleared that openly by himself.
Yeah, I'll come back
and I will stand with what he said, because what people are saying.
This idea of saying that he chose, little wonder where is now what will now be the power of the people that are going to vote, do the votes at the primaries? If a certain leader can just choose, that is on one side. Now,
he has not choose.
Mr. Isaac,
he has not choose.
Just hold
That's
on.
the wrong statement.
Just hold on. I'll come.
He has said it himself that he did not choose any preferred candidate. Live and direct on Channels television and on TVC. So let us not miss
Mr. Harrison Ezeko. Now, you said that there are no reactions, but you and I know that as we speak now, out of the 10 aspirants, 11 aspirants, about 9 of them are reacting against the delegate conference that was done. And even as we speak now, we understand that an appeal was made. Up to now, nothing has come out from that appeal that was made. Now, where do you think is the PDP heading to in this regard?
Well, first of all, I don't want to join issues with my brother this morning. I think that he who comes to equity must come with clearance. And politics, like I said, people do things and you believe that people are not watching you. For the fact that you are an aspirant in an election does not mean that because you are an aspirant, you want to change the process. The process is the process, in line with the constitution of the party. The process was very clear. First, they said they were going to do the election at the party secretariat. These same people protested to the national that secretariat, they would not want it to be done there because the party will flex it. And the national, they all took it to the coalition center where the delegate election will be done. We have not done primaries. We only did delegate election where we elect our delegates that will not go and let the candidate in the primaries. And the national came with the gardener and they took it to the coalition center. The gardener is very clear that it will be done at the coalition center. You will come with your membership card, you will come with your voter's card.
Yeah, but the big question we asked on that now, was there an agreement?
Agreement with who?
With the aspirants?
Aspirants, the aspirant cannot dictate the pace of the election. It's not done anywhere.
But they are stakeholders.
No! Listen, if I'm contesting an election, I want to also do the process. I want to be the one to be in charge of the process the election will be done. It's no longer an election. The people will come up with the gardener. Do they quote the gardener? Is it because they did not, they now maybe on their own think that if they present themselves during the election, maybe their people will not emerge? Is that what they are complaining? They have the appeal panel to go and meet. What are they presenting? You want to go and tell them that, hey, we didn't have confidence on the people that did it or what? Did you even present to? Did you go to the election?
Well, election the guideline now. Which guideline are you talking about?
The national came up with the guideline for the election.
The chairman of the committee should head the delegate conference, or that the deputy chairman.
Listen to me. Yeah. The issue is very clear. Yeah. That Sheikh Makinde resigned. That he was not going to be the chairman of the committee. The man who took over was the deputy. The national chairman who constituted that same committee immediately reconstituted.
Is that what the guideline says? That
you don't wait now. What is gardener say? Who is bringing the gardener? It's not the national that's bringing the gardener. If we set up a committee and you say, sorry, you cannot participate, you are resigning. Does that mean that the process should not hold? No. Those who set up the committee on their own reconstituted. And make the Enugu State governor as the chairman of the committee, and they came to conduct the election. That Sheikh Makinde did not be the chairman, does that mean that people will not exist? It's a matter of semantics. Nobody is quoting anybody. It is an issue of law, issue of process, issue of constitution. This is the way it's supposed to be. That you are an aspirant, you cannot dictate the pace of the primary. It happens everywhere. Those who know that they don't have the capacity and the competence to actually present themselves for election, they want to create problem.
Okay.
You cannot just wake up and say, this is the gardener, I will not accept it. If you don't want to accept, go to the panel, go and present your facts and figure. The reason why you feel that the delegate election was not done properly.
Okay, now, Mr. Igaso, I want you to react to some of the things that he said, because I saw where you were trying to make some gesticulations and all that. So react to what he said.
You know, Honorable Harris is my great brother. We are from the same ward. He's the councillor of my ward. And he's, as a person, as I know him, he likes things like this. But unfortunately, when you are a member of a party, you want to defend your party with every means. Whatever they do is right, because you are in a position. But I personally expect them in the grassroots, because they are the grassroots. They own the party. They own everything. If such an issue comes up, that 9 out of 10 are complaining.
Complaining of what?
That they were not, they were not participants in the election, that they were not invited. I watched the press conference they gave, which was the spokesman was Aslam Ojezwa, the former Edo State PC chairman.
Yeah.
He was an aspirant as well. I saw almost all his aspirants. Among those aspirants, I love some of them too, irrespective of the party. But it is not good. Let us stop the politics where you deprive people of their right. The politics, you use intimidation over order because you have the power. What happened there, I can imagine if I'm not even there, because it happened in APC during Comrade Adams Oshomole when he was the governor. He was the power. He was the governor. He has all the mantles to battle for whoever he wants.
Is that why?
And he chooses Governor Obaseki.
Yeah, is that why
against
there are
all our wishes and will.
Is that why that there are allegations that this same Adams Oshomole is using his power?
There might be suspicions. Definitely. Even Adams Oshomole have a candidate. It is right. It is right.
No,
I myself sitting here. Listen, Evans.
Yeah.
I here sitting down with you. I have an aspirant that I wish and I pray and I will work hardly for to make sure he emerges as the candidate.
Yeah, but what we are looking at is
the same
machinery of his power.
But the difference is when it is time to do the primaries, we all should pull out the mantle of each aspirant away from us. We all should stand as an APC member now and say, let us choose among these 12 or among these 10 remaining what our conscience have desired. Who? A man that can take us to the next level. Right, man that can carry the politicians along. A man that can carry the people along.
So we need to say about 30 seconds from each of you. Now, Harrison Ezeko, just like what we said, that the allegation, the reactions are on. There's no doubt about that. That up to now, the reconciliation committee that is being set up is not doing anything about the complaints. Don't you think that may spell?
No. The complaint have been received. If there is nothing to consider the complaint, I don't think you'll be labor yourself. So for me, let me make it clear.
Saying that the
no, they have received their complaint. They will talk to them. It's just that they don't really have anything to complain about. They will resolve that one internally. But for me, like you said, that they need a governor that can carry politicians along.
And
but for us in the PDP, we need a governor that have capacity, that have competence, that want to drive those states from this very level of possibly are taking us to another stage of development. We don't need somebody that will come and patronize politicians. We need a man that will develop the states. We need a man that will create jobs for our people.
Okay.
We need a man that will bring the work of experience for the corporate world.
All right, Mr.
And come and develop our states. That is the direction that we go as a community.
Let me correct my brother. Every one of us here is a politician. Every member of the society is a politician.
Politics is not a profession.
Sir, I didn't say professionally. I say every one of us is a politician, even including these people all around here. We are all politicians. Do you know the difference between us? There are people that practically practice politics to make sure that the right candidate is being elected. And you cannot take it out from them. Because if you say the politicians are not important, I wonder how you're going to win your grassroots. Who are going to talk to the grassroots that this man is good, this is what this man have done, this is the where we are going. If you don't have those people and you cannot carry them along as a structure, definitely when you get there, you will only see those around you like what is happening in Edo State now.
This career
never go back.
This career alone just see the grassroots.
The grassroots will not be carried along. And I don't use the grassroots to be patronized. We want a politics that the people that will not patronize Edo State people with our friends. We want to develop Edo State.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's why say about billions of other billions for diesel.
Yes,
I mean, I own
those are not what we want.
the program.
Edo people want palliative, not the diesel.
Hey, Gato, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so that's the discussion segment from Benin this morning.